Shanhaiguan is where the Ming Dynasty Great Wall begins in the east. On November 22nd, 2022, my brother and I completed a journey on foot from Jiayuguan to Shanhaiguan without missing a single step. By then, we completed 3,263 kilometers, echoing a journey our father made in 1987, more than 35 years ago. When we began back in July, we had 2 support crew and 2 vehicles. Now in November, we arrive at Shanhaiguan with a baby's pram rather than 2 support vehicles. To see what we went through, let's start at the beginning. The story begins here, at my graduation ceremony, where I make an oath to run the whole length of the Great Wall and become the youngest to do so. My name is Thomas Lindsay, and this is my brother, James. In July 2022, right after my graduation, my brother and I set off on a brand new adventure. We fly to the western end of the Ming Dynasty Great Wall in Jiayuguan. Our father started his journey here in 1987 as well. This is the Taolai River. This tower on the cliffside is known as the First Tower, the most westerly point on the Ming Dynasty Great Wall. Back in the 80s, our father began his 2,470 kilometer journey here. As keen runners from an early age, this will be our greatest challenge yet.
It looks so... Whoa. Yeah?
Great Wall.
Perfect.
We're now approaching the fortress, and this is looking very familiar, isn't it, Jim?
We have an old photo of Dad's. So this was taken in 1987, and we should be really close. Okay, yeah, let's line everything up perfectly.
Looking good, Jim?
A 30-year-old Briton is hoping to become the first man ever to run the entire length of the Great Wall of China alone.
Carrying only the absolute essentials with him, this must be one of the ultimate challenges for long-distance runners.
Completing a journey along the Great Wall was a childhood dream of his. Over 78 days, he traversed this country that was alien to him. In the following 35 years, he made China his second home.
Our crew just met up with us. We got the big guns out, and we're trying to match up the frame exactly.
How about you go there? I take one of you in the exact spot.
Yeah.
This way a bit more. It's just amazing to think, 36 years ago, this lone Lao Wai, same age as me, started his journey of over 2,000 kilometers. And I hope our journey will be as successful as his and as full of challenges and adventure.
As we set off, we wonder what kind of challenges we'll have to face between here and Shanhaiguan. We remind ourselves not to look too far ahead, to focus on each step in front of us, and we will surely arrive at Shanhaiguan and maybe even Dandong.
Get the calves in.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
Oh, nice.
Just watch your leg now.
We go from Gobi to the lush Hershey Corridor. Our support crew give us the best support we could ever wish for. The Great Wall cuts across the remotest parts of China.
Walking in the Gobi with my umbrella and my brother.
The province of Gansu varies between lush river valleys and arid deserts.
Nice trees, huh? Oh, coffee!
Sometimes the remains of the wall are nowhere to be found, so we follow the map to find the next bit of wall. The biggest difference with our father's journey is that we now eat well and sleep easy.
Whoa, so good.
Occasional pleasures and luxuries were a respite from our daily runs in the hot arid sun. The city of Zhangye is famous for its amazing geological formations.
So just reviewing the footage
哦，
of
这个好看，这个好看。
the dam. Tommy, do that again.
The province of Gansu is extremely long and thin. It felt like it lasted forever.
Running through this small town. And there we have it, the wall.
The wall also cuts across county towns and newly founded cities. Apart from revisiting places our father took photographs, we also revisited some of our friends. The old couple of the Yin family helped our father during a blizzard in 1987.
The before and after, they're kids. Yeah.
So as you can see, the old couple have produced such an amazing meal for us, and I can't wait to dig in. But first let's explain why we're here. In 1987, our father ran through this area and there was a snowstorm. He was forced to stay put, and this hospitable family took him in for 3 days my father took a picture of their 2 children. And then in 2016, we revisited them and retook the photo. We've given this book to the old couple so they can reminisce about the Lindsay family and the Yin family along their own, Great Wall journeys.
Try one of those tomatoes.
Oh, wow.
好，加上了。
那个是错。
We leave the flat plains at Xiakou and go into the mountains. Most of the terrain that the Great Wall goes through in the northwest is fairly flat. Sometimes we see the wall and modern China clashing.
Getting lost. Here we have an intersection. Look at this. Blocks.
Really humid day out in the open Gobi. Yeah, sweating bullets. So we just hopped off the Shengdao, the provincial road just there, and this section of wall looks really familiar. It is in fact where Dad took a photo of 3 children walking along this curvy dirt road. But I don't think the dirt road is there anymore. But the mountains and the wall are the same, so we should be able to line this up and get the perfect shot.
As we get to Jingtai County, Ningxia is no longer far away. Seeing the Yellow River, the mother river of China, tells us that we're out of Gansu and into Ningxia.
It's a really cool shot actually.
Here at the wall of Hongjingzi, we revisit some childhood memories. Yinchuan, the capital of Ningxia, is home to the best wine in China. Yinchuan has quite a unique geography, quite suited to winemaking.
好不好吃？待会就知道了。
Seasoned
但是我可以
with
把牛角给
wine.
你吹在这儿。就是烤全羊的话，就是一定是我们在一些非常重大的时刻、值得庆祝的时刻，拿过来跟家人、跟朋友们一起分享。你们俩做的事情让我们觉得很骄傲、很自豪，我们就拿这个东西，今天晚上大家一起来庆祝一下。我要开车。
谢谢。
在救。哎，
哦。
鱼特别好吃。
Is that good or is that good, Jim? 好吃，太好吃了。哦。Very good. On the road again.
I can't wait to get on the road again. Let's start the watch, otherwise
Yeah,
this whole
start
journey
the
is
watch.
pointless.
After Yinchuan, we up the running volume and the amount we eat.
Oh, big cake for breakfast.
From running 30k a day to 35k a day.
Little did they know they were walking right into a storm.
For a time, there were storms all around us, but not a single drop of rain fell on our heads.
It's so vicious, right?
So cool, isn't it?
In Anbian, we revisit our favorite rammed earth tower. It was Mid-Autumn Festival, so we expected a full moon.
我还是觉得拉近了。So this is called light painting. Set this up for a long exposure of 20 seconds.
We escape the desert and finally get on to Lurs Plateaus.
Look at that, Jeff.
Nice layers.
With the wall as our guide, we go up and down these rolling hills on little village roads.
This is some of the most beautiful terrain we've seen in China. I think we've just seen enough of desert and that sort of brushy. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my goodness.
Oh, Jimmy almost died. Wow.
What do you
That's
think
like
that is?
50 I can't even see the bottom.
Have to avoid these
Ledges.
gorges. Just stepping this morning. We've just climbed above the fog. Looks really nice. See the mountain tops are just popping through.
A steep slope. To the bottom of this mountain and then climb up there.
Looking back, the greatest challenge wasn't the running, it was COVID policies.
So, Jim, what's going on here?
So the city we're in, Jingbian, is being locked down as a preventive measure, or they're just testing the lockdown out. We're able to get out of our rooms, but not the hotel. So we're cooking in the rooms, or else we'll lose a bunch of muscle mass, I guess. We need our food.
After Gansu, Ningxia, and the province of Shanxi, it was now time to enter Shanxi.
There are towers in the background, but not much wall, because the Yellow River is a natural defense. And we're headed to Laoniuwan, which is a very strategic point with deep gorges.
Down there is the Mother River of China, and this is one of the most spectacular locations to see the wall and the Yellow River together. Oh, wow. Check this out. The river bends, and then down there, see that tower right on the edge? That's that classic Wanghe Lou, the tower that overlooks the Mother River.
The Great Wall crosses the Yellow River twice, and this will be the last time we will see it on this journey. As the weather gets colder, we find great comfort in food. Camping was an indispensable part of this journey. Most places of accommodation wouldn't take us, as we were foreigners during COVID.
It's flat. Looks like they've just completely sealed off the road here. This isn't very helpful.
As COVID roadblocks became more and more common for us, we had to find ways around.
Higher, higher. 不行吧？稍微往这边打一点。好。能直走吗？先别打呢。可以直走，直走，直走。Yes. Woo! Bro, it's like this much.
Yeah, I know, it's like that. It's like that.
Right after we escaped through the dry riverbed, they sealed it up. We even had stalkers following us.
快走，别跟踪！快走！我们就是从边关过来的，前几天。你坐车坐了没有？我们在水泉镇坐了。你俩在哪住的？我们是步行旅游，就是没有住处。
Too many things were outside of our control. All we could do was take one step at a time. From Shanxi onwards, the wall turns from rammed earth to brick and stone. We were so close to getting into the next province, but suddenly another obstacle appeared.
What are we doing today?
We're going to run 60k out of Shanxi to avoid this lockdown zone.
Woo!
It's gonna be freezing cold.
Out of the COVID lockdowns of Shanxi, we were one step closer to home.
Yeah, the difference is the shave. I had a shave this morning, and so I look like I'm 5.
Yeah.
These solid granite mountains are really quite humbling. The conifers dotted on the mountain, it's just so peaceful and away from everything.
yet we have a 5G signal here, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Along here, we should encounter at least 45 towers. So I reckon back in the day they had a quota, and just to impress the 领导, the leaders at the time, they decided
to spam the towers.
they spam the towers along this section because there's a lot of granite along here, and the mountains are quite low.
When the leaders come to inspect, bring them just to this location.
Just to this location. And then elsewhere is all of that mud wall. Mud ball.
Mud wall.
Yeah.
All right.
This is awesome. Finally, we encountered our first brick and stone wall when we started our 60k day, those awesome towers. And now from here on, it's mostly this kind of stone and brick wall.
Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, after this well-preserved section, there's a large gap between here and Badaliang,
Okay.
where there isn't much wall at all. So
So we'll be just
lots of-
gunning along the road, right?
lots of borrowed landscape.
Yeah.
By the end of October, we finally got back to Beijing, onto familiar ground. Back to the familiar Jiankou Great Wall. In Beijing, we rest up and maintain our gear. We also met up with George, a photographer friend of ours, to take some pics. We didn't think that during our rest in Beijing, the COVID situation would get so much worse. Big problem today, and that's both of our crew members have a pop-up window on their health code for Hebei. That's the next province we're gonna go through after we leave Beijing. And we're thinking, backup plans if our crew can't come with us. How are we gonna run with our gear, with so much gear and, camping gear and everything? So we first thought maybe like a sled or something. And then we started looking at prams.
Prams seem good.
Yeah, and
those fancy Californian prams that parents run with.
yeah, those that have disc brakes and like really good quality wheels, that's what we're looking for. We'll be saying goodbye to our loyal support.
Illustrious crew.
Yes. And Piao has driven the Honda and helped us so much along the journey. And we just want to express our gratitude. And Yang Xiao's going back to his home city. So thank you so much. 谢谢. Thank you so much. So the last 300k to Shanhaiguan and another 500 to Dandong we would have to do ourselves. We're all set up. Let me give you the tour. We're each carrying a small backpack like this with light but bulky things.
Yeah. Like this.
Here we have our pram. And we've got 2 big bags here and 2 sleeping mats on the sides.
Good wheels with disc brakes. Let's give it a go.
Jimmy's pushing the baby, and there's the wall. On these last few days before we complete the main line of the Ming Dynasty Great Wall, we push on by ourselves. If nobody would accommodate us, we would camp.
Amanda.
Because of our pram, we had to stick to the road, but we stayed true to the course and sticked as close to the wall as possible. Through this journey of ours, both of us deepened our understanding of China. The challenges and obstacles that we faced are nothing compared to what we've learned and gained from this journey. As we finally got to Shanhaiguan, we put down our pram, had a cup of coffee, and then walked to Old Dragon's Head. Completing the same journey that our father did 35 years ago not only helped me understand his experiences,
Can you see Old Dragon's Head?
but now I feel I have a greater understanding of my limits and my capabilities.
That's the beach.
This was a journey that could be made in 4 hours on a plane, so why did we walk and run all the way? Only when you slow down enough can you see the details and the beauty of life. As we got to the most easterly point of the main line, it was clear to us that it was all worth it.
Hey Jim, what do you see?
I see the waves crashing onto the rocks here. It's amazing.
This will not be the final journey I make with my brother.
Beautiful. You want to kiss it? Beautiful. The picture that our father took is on the other side of Old Dragon's Head, so we're going to walk around here. Look at this, is the very end here. Brilliant. Let's go find that spot. Right, so we've got the picture here. As you can see, there's the Old Dragon's Head and there's the old man. So we need to find those rocks that he's standing on.
Our father ended his journey here, but we have 500 or so more K to go, to get to the border of North Korea at Dandong. After narrowly escaping Hebei province and getting into Liaoning, we continue on the last leg of our journey.
Here we are, in beautiful Liaoning. Anyway, we've made it, we're going to celebrate.
With a bit of coffee.
589 kilometers. You won't believe what we found in this little county town.
Oh my goodness.
There's barely any wall left in Liaoning province, so we gun it along roads to get to Dandong. But after a couple of days, it was evident to us that we could not go on.
有政策吗？文书呢？
有问题，
非常有问题
因为我们是遵守国务院的政策。
你们蒙不了我们。
你们给我们留一个电话，然后我们今天正常走。
对我们不说，
我们不需要通行证。
什么通行证？
能擅自挡行，没有成文的文件，不要瞎在这儿挡人，好不好？我们有核酸，我们现在做好了个人的保护措施，你们不要随便这样封路。再见，再见。
没有问题。
我需要看成文的政策。
我说了，请你们靠边等待。
It's a live pizza.
啊，没有问题，我们是在中国长大的。对对对，我知道，但是这个法律在哪儿摆的也没用。
对你的目的，唯一的目的，你想看那个上面手的唯一那个，
对你们也不给
那个文件就得给你说了，给你那个说了，你一是打1235，或者是组长是190度询问。
你们肯定是没有打过那个电话，你们打过的话，你们就知道。这是领导用，
这是你的推测，你没去实际去解决。现在告诉你了，你可以去实际解决了。
If it was this difficult, going from district to district in the same city, it would be impossible for us to get to the next city of Jinzhou. The border between the city we were in, Huludao, and the next city, Jinzhou, was a river. We knew from experience that there would certainly be checkpoints on every bridge across that river. After much deliberation, we decided to look for a way back to Beijing. Going home wasn't as easy as we thought. After going back and forth, using back doors and connections, we finally had a window of opportunity.
Smells good. Very good. Quick update. We're in the train station now in Huludao Shi. Last night we got rid of those pop-up windows and we immediately booked tickets, and then we'll be back in Beijing later tonight at around 11. Short-term bye-bye. But we will be back and we will do Huludao to Dandong. But we've done our best and we've broken some records, right? So just arrived in Shenyang. It's a 50 minutes or 1 hour layover. Hopefully we'll board without any problems.
We got on the train. What a miracle. Check it out. Boom. New nucleic acid test. We're super fresh right now. Let's go.
Christmas come early.
Yes. We now have a 99% chance of success. We're now in Beijing. Hopefully nothing will go wrong. It seems like the coast is clear. And all we have to do is exit the train station and go home. 1 month later, we had the opportunity to present our story at the British ambassador's residence. Admittedly, at this point, we had not completed the stretch to Dandong, but we had matched our father's journey from Jiayuguan to Shanhaiguan.
时间完成了3263公里的明长城主线，祝你们新年快乐！
I'm delighted that the Great Wall has not been a wall or a barrier between our countries, but it has become a bridge between our countries.
Gosh, that's incredible.
Behind our smiles, there was a hint of disappointment. We promised ourselves that we would reach Dandong. We even printed it on our t-shirt. But we knew from our father's story that this Great Wall fever isn't just for a few months, but an entire lifetime. So we swore to add 600 more kilometers to this number and complete our promised journey. So at Beijing Station with a much lighter version of the baby. It's summer edition. That looks very different.
Back to the same hotel. Feels really strange. Nothing locked down. Everything back to normal.
We're back. This is such a weird feeling, isn't it?
We're just so glad everything's opened up. It's such a weird feeling. We're at the intersection where we were stopped by the police.
Without the barriers we saw last year, we didn't even need support crew. We took taxis everywhere, from hotel to start line, from finish line back to hotels. The only time we needed to push our pram was when we needed to switch hotels. The only visible remains of the Ming Wall in Liaoning that are ahead of us are at Hushan, so we took the direct route along the coast. Compared to last year, this was like going on a beach holiday.
Lovely family back in the shop, hey,
Yeah,
Tommy?
big smiles.
Yes.
Finally, some smiles. So we're actually in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, the only establishment around here is the airport. We're resting here now until 2:30.
So we found these massage chairs in the airport, Jinzhou Airport. Another 15k to go today. Gonna enjoy this massage. Good. Sweating bullets.
Really hot.
Yeah, scorcher.
So we've just come off the road into an air-conditioned little restaurant. Jimmy's drinking some of that soda. Basically what you do in a restaurant like this is you come up to the fridge. Instead of a menu, you pick your ingredients and they make it for you in the kitchen. There's a picture. Now it's a video. Okay.
So we've just found a taxi that would take us. And he's doing a bit of a trucker's hitch to really get that pram in there. Pretty good. Well, I'm gonna enjoy the air conditioning.
As we approached Dandong with no obstacles in sight, morale was high.
Bit rainy, but at least it's cool.
Right there!
Woohoo! The last 6k to Hushan.
Look at the mountain in the distance. That's Hushan Tiger Mountain.
Hushan.
It's our final kilometer. There's Hushan, and over there is North Korea, isn't it, Jim?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Excited.
How do you feel?
Really excited. Want to save the last day.
And we're here at Hushan Changcheng. Hu means tiger, Shan mountain. We had finally completed this ultimate goal of ours. It was difficult to know how we really felt. This tourist section of the Great Wall, Hushan, is built right on the North Korean border. We savor these final steps, up to the top of Hushan and down to the very end of the Ming Wall. This journey has been particularly meaningful for me because right after graduation, most people head into work or further study, but to do something very different. I'm taking a risk, but also it's somewhat a privilege to be able to do something as crazy as this. And I see it as a celebration of China and the UK, of our father's journey and of our youth. So I think it's something Jim and I will remember for the rest of our lives.
So the border is that stream running across there. And you can see on the right, we have China with all the nicely paved roads. And on the left, North Korea, very rustic, rural scenery. And in the distance, there's definitely a village over there that could be from 500 years ago.
We sit down and gaze at the final 200 meters of the Ming Wall. We finally make the decision to run all the way to the end.
Sure.
and we make sure to celebrate properly with all the rituals.
Wow, that's so good.
We write 3,842 kilometers on our t-shirts, and the words, "A journey all along the Great Wall," made famous by the Great Wall explorer William Edgar Gile. So Dad is being interviewed right now, and we're gonna sneakily do our little ritual. These are stones from the cliffside tower of Yizhuan, all the way back in Gansu. So Tommy and I are going to do a little ritual here. We're going to take a stone from the start of the wall, and we're going to throw it into the Yalu River at the end of our journey. Okay, so this is my stone.
I think this one looks quite nice.
We're going to be carrying these along our whole journey.
Yes, sir.
And hope this makes it to the river. Let's go.
3,842k ago. And today, with North Korea behind us, literally we're on the edge of the world. And we're gonna throw these towards North Korea off the first or last tower on the Ming Dynasty Great Wall. It's quite a monumental moment for us to complete our first ultra expedition. Okay, and the reason why we're throwing it down there is, and not geocaching it, is I think a journey has a start and a finish, and it's a definite finish. So should we do it?
Go ahead.
Let's do it.
Looks maybe volcanic. It's quite heavy. Ready?
Yeah.
North Korea over there. 3, 2, 1. And that's the final run with Stepan on this journey. Thank you so much for supporting us.
Thank you, Jerry's. Thank you, Yorm. Thank you, Mabel. Thank you, everyone at Stepan.
Right, I think now it's time for a burger and some wine. This has certainly been a journey riddled with obstacles, but we absolutely enjoyed it.